All right. To wrap the show, we got lasers. And a Nephilim update, but let's do the laser part first.
Okay.
So this is Pop Mechanics, popularmechanics.com. Headline, a scientist says time travel is possible with ring lasers. Is that like the Ring doorbell? Now it has lasers and it can time travel? Nothing? Okay.
I don't know. You tell me.
All right.
You wrote the article.
I wrote the article? No.
Said you read it.
I read it. Ronald Mallett loves the concept of time travel. Who doesn't?
Ronald.
He has since he was a kid. Thank you. At 77, the former University of Connecticut physics professor still isn't backing down from his theory. A spinning laser loop can bend time in an ongoing way. With his story chronicled anew by The Guardian, Mallett says his concept of creating an artificial black hole, which could muster a gravitational field that might lead loops of time being created, allowing you to go to the past, comes in the form of his ring laser. The prototype, which has been running since 2019, can create a continuous rotating beam of light. Mallett says the, quote, light can create gravity, and if gravity can affect time, then light itself can affect time. Quote, let's say you have a cup of coffee in front of you right now, he explains to The Guardian. Quote, start stirring the coffee with a spoon. It starts swirling around, right? That's what a rotating black hole does. In Einstein's theory, space and time relate to each other. That is why it's called space-time. So as the black hole is rotating, it's actually going to cause a twisting of time, end quote. And you've got to start that twisting concept somewhere. Quote, the Wright brothers didn't just build a plane, he said a couple of years ago. First, they actually built a wind tunnel to determine the best configuration for aircraft wings. When it comes to a time machine, we need to build the wind tunnel before we can think about building the plane.
Whoa, bro.
It's blowing my mind. Yeah. So Mallett made his prototype machine. This sounds like you are Mallett. Are you Mallett?
This is starting to sound familiar.
Are you... What's this guy's name? 77-year-old Ronald Mallett?
You caught me. I am 77-year-old Ronald Mallett.
Makes a lot more sense with your bidets and all that. So Mallett made his prototype machine. He thinks it could work. Sounds like the 100th episode of Canary Cry NewsTalk or radio, but it hasn't yet. And if it does, it doesn't have the infinite ability to go as far back as he'd like. Instead, he says the dip back in time can only go for as far back as when the loop was created. Think 2019. Hey, that's a good year to go back to, right before the pandy.
Yeah,
imagine
great.
selling some stock. You can really make a killing.
Time travel back to right before. Yeah, I guess you're right. It could be worse. You could make some moves in the market that are, that, for instance, Nancy Pelosi knew about beforehand.
I think this Mallett guy has been selling his technology to a lot of insiders.
It's possible.
He's still hopeful, though. Quote, let's suppose that we already had this device going on some years ago. And now we have the medicines that can cure COVID, he says. He brings it up. Imagine if we can predict precisely when earthquakes are going to occur or tsunamis. For me, I've opened the door to the possibility.
Whoa.
He's done it. He's done it, Basil. He's opened the door to time travel. Who would have thought? It's just lasers going in circles. That's all you needed to do it. And you have a theory. You have a Nephilim theory to go with this.
Yeah, spinning lasers, huh? That's creating the time travel portal.
The wormhole, the whirlwind, perhaps, was just a spinning laser, a tornado laser.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like something. I don't know if it's reasonable, but it's something, and that's what matters.